Jack and Ash.
No, Ash and Jack.
Fine, pop a wig on.
A thong, get ready for a chat. Tea.
Hello, I'm Christ the Redeemer.
Fuck's sake, that's what I was gonna say. Oh.
Okay, it's your
And I'm Copacabana Beach.
Copacabana.
Copacabana Beach.
Absolutely amazing.
And welcome to the Jack and Ash Show. Circa Brazil.
Yeah, circa Brazil.
That
Around
means
Brazil.
Yes.
Yes.
What does circa mean?
Circa means like close to or like around. Like actually means around.
Okay.
Circumnavigate.
That's why you would say like circa's Britney heyday era. Okay.
Exactly, like circa the 2000s.
Right.
But we kind of are going around Brazil.
Well, it is circa Brazil then.
Because this is our second location in Brazil so
It's
far.
amazing.
So
I need to be careful with my. I've never done
your
it.
breasts don't fall
Never
out.
done anything in a bikini top before.
You've never done anything in a bikini top before.
I've done lots of things in a bikini
I don't think there's
top.
anything you've not done in a
Yeah,
bikini
that's
top.
so true.
So it's a very special episode because A, we are in Brazil, and B, our queen, Christ the Redeemer, Ashwini Sophie Home, turned 30 today, and she's not very happy about it.
I had a mental breakdown
Yeah.
this morning. I was fine when I got up,
Mm,
and then I really deeped it, and I was like, ew.
mm.
That's hideous. And do you know, I don't even know what the issue is because Jack keeps telling me to get a grip, which I totally agree with. Because he's like, everything's amazing. You're doing really well. You're successful right now. You're where you want to
fitter than you've
be.
been for a long time.
I'm not a hog anymore, which is great. But I'm
Amazing.
also just like, I think for me, more than anything, it's the dauntingness
I get that.
of the three before your age. That's it. I consider myself to be Peter Pan tease.
Right.
I just feel like I'm ageless.
You are.
But then my dad was like, you never stop feeling like that.
Well, that's tea then.
My dad
A lot
is,
of like 6-year-olds would just be like, yeah, I
Yeah.
still feel 30 at heart. So great.
my dad is 65 and which by the way is a mazzating because have you seen what he looks like?
Yeah.
He's actually got 0% body fat. He
That's
looks
better than most our mates.
yeah, exactly. He looks way better than me. He looks amazing. When I went on a run with him, I was like, and bear in mind we are fit, like we work out a lot.
Yeah.
I did not fit like sexy, but yes.
Bear in mind, we are actually gorgeous and
really
scrumptious
fit.
umptious.
But like I went on a run with him and I was miles behind.
Smiles.
Miles behind because he was like, Ash, come on, are you joking? Like he's just so great for his age. But he basically said he feels exactly the same as he did when he turned 30. I know.
Well, there you are then.
I know, it's great. So I just need to think about that. But I am depressed.
I walked in this morning to Ashwini's room in this gorgeous villa. We're in Buzios, which is about a 3-hour drive up the coast from Rio. And she was lying on her bed like this, crying her eyes out at 9 a.m. I said, oh my God, what's happened now?
Bear in mind, bless him, Chris did not know what to do.
Of course
He was
not.
just on his phone going, you all right, darling? And he went, this is not how you meant to spend your birthday. And I went, go away. And he was literally like, okay. And then every now and again would just pet my head like I was a cocker spaniel. And I was like,
That's the only thing to do.
I know. And it worked.
It didn't.
No.
You were bawling your eyes out when I came in. We gave you a
yes.
Ferrero Rocher. We had
Yeah.
some nice eggs at breakfast and some
Mhm.
nice little tuna concoction, and that did seem to add a little smile on your face.
I basically finished that tuna and I feel a lot better after that.
It was delicious.
It was and nutritious.
There's a really nice lady working here called Renata, and
She's a queen.
She's phenomenal. She makes the nice.
She's like the auntie that everyone
the
needs.
tia.
Yeah, she's amazing. So, do we talk about this fucking trip?
Right. Okay.
I don't even know where to begin.
I don't know where to
How many
start.
days in are we right now? Because I genuinely don't know what day it is.
We are just over a week.
Okay. Is that
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like we've lived 2 years. here,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that is crazy. Okay.
So we left Rio 2 days ago. We're now kind of in this like more remote place, although it is still a bit party. And then the end of the trip-
Remote place. Guys, we're in a place called Buzios. I don't know if you've ever been. It looks like the MAGA strip. I thought
but
this
in a
was
tea way.
in a tea way, not like
not MAGA strip, but it's more just
not in
as
a butters way. It's gorgeous.
because there's bars and restaurants everywhere, whereas we kind of expected it to be like, yeah, a couple of bars, maybe one beach club.
Yeah.
It's just a grid once past the beach, like it's gorgeous. And then there's just all these places that you can go to. Like yesterday we were walking
It's
down.
amazing.
Are we just going to get lit every night?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going off the rails tonight, just so you all know.
Thank God.
Yeah. You all, me and you in this room.
Yeah.
Just so Christ the Redeemer outside knows.
She's lost the plot to the point where we saw an electricity pylon this morning and she went, "Oh my God, I thought that was Christ the Redeemer." I went, okay, we've really lost her in her 30s. Her eyesight's gone. So,
oh my God.
So chronology of the trip so far, because we've actually not been posting that much on Instagram, which we got quite a few messages being like,
are you
guys,
dead?
Are you all okay? Because we did loads at like New Year the day before, and then from like the 2nd and the 3rd of Jan, it was like mute.
We just died a slow death though. We had to disappear. Yeah, we've been being present.
So
also me, hungover.
In it, and depressed. So the first couple of days, I feel like we were just taking in how gay Rio is.
Rio is the gayest place on earth. It's amazing. As in, everywhere I look, Hardy Lamadi. It was just, as in, there was a point, guys, where I had walked for 3 miles and hadn't seen another woman. And I went,
which is your dream.
I'm going to move here immediately.
There was a party, we'll work backwards at some point, but there was a party on New Year's Day that we actually didn't end up going to because the boys we were with, gay boys, were like, it's actually a bit like too gay here. Like, it's just crazy. And there's only one other woman. So I went, yeah, okay, fair enough. Like, not really my thing. Ash goes, well, that's amazing. Because then when she leaves, I'll be the only woman there. And Chris, the only straight boy in the group, went, yeah, that sounds pretty good to be fair.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Like, let me see it. Because he basically said, let me go on people's stories and just see what it's saying because I still think we should go.
Even though it was like a circuit party rave, there's me, the gay one out of us three, going, I'm not so sure. And you two go, that sounds absolutely amazing.
It sounds brilliant. I think we should go and shake a leg.
Anyway, more than a leg was being shaken there. I think that was the problem.
For sure.
So, starting off the trip, basically, there's a part of it. So the two main touristy beaches in Rio are Copacabana and Ipanema. And there's a part of Ipanema by Post 9, which is known as Gay Beach. Well, that is Gay Beach. I tell you that much.
Wasn't it just? It's everything it says on the tin.
Thank God. And it was just amazing. Like, the weather was perfect. It's us three, me, Ash and Chris, our friend Shay, who is here. And actually, Shay and Chris are going to come in at the end of the pod and make a little appearance.
Yeah, we're going to do a little peek and pit of the holiday with them at the end, so stay tight.
And Shay, you don't need a visa to come to Brazil as a Brit.
I forgot about this whole thing.
It's been a year of turmoil in the space of a week. So we had checked that beforehand. For instance, when we've been, there's a lot of stuff that you don't need it for. So like when we were in the EU, obviously you could travel everywhere in the EU. I think we're okay for pretty much as a Brit, all the European countries still. But like India, for instance, when we went, you had to get one beforehand. America, like the US, you have to get an ESTA.
Bless him, because this whatever law got put in about Americans needing this specific visa to go to Brazil was in effect as of April 2025. So we're talking like...
It's very recent.
A few months ago.
So if a friend of his from America had been to Brazil a year ago, they'd have gone, yeah, I didn't need a visa, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's changed because of politics and laws and whatever. So Shay, one day before, so we were flying a day before Shay. Shay texts us and goes, Mama, you didn't need a visa, did you? Because I'm being told I needed a visa. And I then Googled it whilst
both of us
landed,
went stiff because we were like, that's it. Like, he's not going to be able to come. He's fucked it.
And we Googled it and it said, generally comes within 10 to 15 days. Bearing in mind this is 3 days before New Year when most people in the Brazil embassy or whatever are off. Like, no one cares about your visa at that time. So I was like, for God's sake, like, it's fine. Like, I love Ash and Chris more than anything in the world. But it was meant to be a holiday for 4 of us, and I would love to not be a lemur, just clung on to a couple, like, ideally. You know what I mean?
Also us wanting to go to the gay rave.
Yeah, innit?
You're not wanting to go.
I need to just go to the gay rave and I'll stay at home. So I'm quite an optimistic person, but I'm also a realist. And I looked at the situation, we really Googled it, chatted to our friends who'd gone through similar processes, and it was like, not looking good, bro, at all.
See, I was the opposite.
Yeah, but you're a bit deluded. Like you were optimistic because you didn't know the statistics and the specifics. You were like, I'll make it work.
No, it actually wasn't that. It was the power of Shay.
Yes.
Shay is one of those people.
Power of Shay compels you.
Yes, yeah. I just think Shay gets what Shay wants. And he does. And I chat GPT'd it all. Yeah. I knew the risks.
Right.
I knew how unlikely it was that he would get it. And I just thought, Shay is the type of person, and I love him for this. He will go to the gate and scream and squeal until he gets on that flight or pay someone off or whatever he needs to do, he will do it. He'll fly to Brazil and basically get deported if he has to.
But it also turned out that eventually, as you can imagine, it did come through. It was like 10 minutes before. So he didn't get on his original flight because the visa didn't come through. He went back home. The next day was just like, these are the only flights that will get me there for New Year. So I'm going to go to the airport and hope the visa comes through. 2 minutes before the gate closed, the visa came through. Like, it's actually like something off the film.
It's crazy. So Shay is running and running and running because he was like, I'm not getting on the flight. And 2 minutes before it comes in. So he runs, he makes the flight. We're there going, we knew at this point, because we were in Brazil, all like speculating, is he going to make it? Is he not? And we're there going, Shay's not made it. No. He hasn't. And then I didn't even want to break the news to Jack because I looked at the time and I knew that he was meant to be flying at this time. And I was like, shit, he actually hasn't made it. So I went to text him and I said, if he replies or the message goes through, that means he's not made the flight because he's not in transit. And then I messaged him and I said, please give me good news. And he sent me a picture of his scraggle hair on that plane seat going, Mama, I'm en route. And I just went, oh.
It was mental. And by this point as well, we'd already kind of collated a bit of a gaggle because it was us. And then we have two other friends, Alec and Ben, who we knew were going to be here the whole time and are really good friends of mine and now yours from this trip. So that was gorgeous already. Then, of course, we knew 4 other gays that were here. So we had originally planned to be like, yeah, of course, like we'll meet up for a night with them. And obviously that just became like all of us doing everything
We've all
together.
Just done everything together the whole trip.
It's just so tea. Ash is in her element because Chris is basically an honorary gay man and then she's got 8 other gay men on her side. So it's a miasm.
It's just brilliant.
It's a miasm. And it's just been phenomenal. Like, it's just all, I feel like it's all just landed so well. Like Shay eventually arrived and has just thrown himself into everything and has just been in an alcoholic haze the entire time. The CAIPIRINHAS here, which is kind of like the national drink, which is just cachaça, which is, I'd say,
I was going to ask you what it is we're drinking because I actually have no
when
idea.
I was here last time for the Olympics in 2016, we went to like a food and drink masterclass thing, so we actually made them, but it's so easy. It's cachaça, which is that similar-ish to vodka.
Spirit?
It's a spirit of its own. It's like its own ilk. Lime juice and sugar muddled in a cup with ice. That is literally it. And then you can get variations. So like a Caipirosca or a Caipir vodka is the same thing, but with vodka instead of cachaça. You can get it, like when we get maracuya, which is passion fruit, you don't have limes in that. It's just passion fruit.
Right.
Mix the lime and the passion fruit, or you can do a strawberry one or whatever. But it's delicious. It's very, very sweet. You need to say like less azúcar if you want it, obviously not as sugary because you will be flying off the walls.
Yeah.
But they are so delicious. And one thing about Brazil, they will free pour like crazy. As in,
I've never known anything like.
Would you like a bit of soda with your vodka? Like,
yes.
It's like when my grandma used to make. She used to butter my toast, and it would be like, "Do you want some toast with that butter?" You know, like thick.
I mean, it's very European in the way that the free pouring is. But
but
it's
even on steroids.
Yeah, and you're watching it, and you're like. As in, he'll go like this, and it will just be like this really cheerful Brazilian man.
Everyone is so good
Everyone
vibes.
is so lovely, and they'll go, "Of course, Mama."
But no, and then they go higher and higher.
And they go higher and higher, and it just keeps going. And you're looking at this drink, thinking, "Wow, this is amazing. I'm gonna die."
Yeah,
and then you're
like,
brilliant. And then you go, "Obrigada," and you say thank you, and that's it. It's done. Yeah,
it's just so tea, and like I feel like nobody has been bad vibes the entire time. Like everyone's obviously, it's New Year and everyone's in good spirits, but Brazilians are just so nice.
Yeah.
And so fit.
Everyone here is the fittest thing you've ever. Nothing will humble you like going to a Brazilian gym. I actually wanted to shoot myself. Like there was a point where I was like, first of all, I was so proud of us for even going to the gym anyway on holiday. I was like, wow, we're at the gym. Like good for us.
Bear in mind, it shut at 2 p.m. on New Year's Eve. We went at 12:30 lunch on New Year's Eve. So it was the worst of the worst in terms of everyone was getting in a last minute pump because they were going to be on the beach.
Yeah.
I have never ever seen a gym where, because also fortunately for us, because we don't work normal jobs, I tend to go to the gym at like 9 a.m. when the pre-work people have gone. It was probably like 2 or 3 people to a machine. People were just standing there waiting. I've never seen it so crowded.
It was crazy.
Everyone is so fit.
Everyone was so sexy.
Yeah.
There was no room for error, as in to the point where I was literally gassing myself out. I was like having an aneurysm.
But you were also doing hip thrusts off close grip bench machine.
Yeah.
Because you were just like, well, there's a surface. Let me just bounce off that. Like everything was because like I
was like Simone Biles in that gym, just finding a space and then doing a handstand on
I
it.
spent about half an hour on a assisted shoulder press machine, but just using the seat of it to do bicep curls and tricep stuff, because if you moved off that, someone would jump straight on it.
And also you can't have a break. So normally in between sets, you like
60-second timer.
Text your mate, you know, a little reel. Oh no, I'm at the gym, but it's fine.
No.
Put the timer on. No. If you chill for 2 seconds, somebody goes, and then you're like, oh my day. So you have to just go mental. That's why everyone looks so good.
And
because the gyms aren't big.
I agree.
Maybe that's like the life hack. Maybe you need to go to a really tiny gym in the UK.
I've also not seen anyone drunk though. People don't get pissed like the UK does.
Yeah.
That's probably
Do you think?
Yeah, I don't think they drink like
Is it just
we do. Because look at them. Think about it. So for actual New Year, we were on Copacabana Beach, which is where the big celebrations are. It was actually this year the biggest New Year's celebration in the world
ever.
2.5 million people. They had this DJ called Alok. We'll get to that. But basically, all these people on the beach, the same places where a lot of the big artists play. So like Gaga did her Mayhem show here recently. Madonna's done a huge one before. Like all the massive artists. There's been rumours for ages that Beyonce or Rihanna's going to do one. Ariana would be amazing here too.
Imagine Beyonce playing there.
I know, I'd have to come back. But it was like, I think we were the Bevers in our little spot. Well, to be fair, squatters' rights. We were there for long enough.
Yeah.
But it was.
Speaking of squatters' rights, if you really want to go from start to finish of what New Year's was, we can. Because basically, right, I couldn't get my head around what is to be done on Copacabana Beach at New Year. Because I was like, I get it. Biggest New Year's celebration. It's the meal thing. There's fireworks. What now?
Because the fireworks obviously are at midnight.
Yes.
And we were told to get a nice spot on the beach, to be able to see everything, hear everything, whatever. You want to be there from about 4 p.m.
Bear in mind, can I just say, it's 12 million degrees. I'm thinking to myself,
I am not a damn toucan.
I am not a damn toucan. How can I be doing a full face beat and be on the beach with the sand between my toes at 4 p.m. and be expected to carry through to the night?
Because we were out the night before as well.
Until the next day, because I knew full well that we were going to be out till 6 a.m.
Yes.
We ended up being out till 8 a.m.
Yeah. Hindsight's a beautiful thing.
It is.
But yes, I do understand. I personally am just like, yeah, whatever, that's great. That's 8 hours to drink caipirinhas until midnight. Like, that makes perfect sense to me. You were like, what on earth do we do? Googled it. And Google was like, you were quite lippy, though, with the way. You weren't just like, what do you do? You went, surely there's not loads to do at this time. And Google went, it's actually a multi-sensory urban fiesta.
No, it went, Ash. I went, Ash. Copacabana at New Year's is anything but just standing in the sand. It's a multi-sensory, diverse explosion of senses. Yeah. I was like, bloody hell.
And did it lie?
No.
No, it did not.
It actually didn't lie.
So we went to this hotel called the Copacabana Palace for
that hotel
lunch.
Was gorgeous.
And there was this guy next to us in this huge kimono. And we were all just like, oh my God, that's quite iconic. Like, we want that life, blah, blah, blah. Then heard mutterings from a table next to us that he was a Russian oligarch.
He also had an entourage come in with him.
Not just come in with him, carrying him down the steps that were about 2 inches tall. He was like, carried, and we were like, oh my God, that is what we want.
And you know when you're like, this must be a prince of some sort, or a royalty.
He didn't look like a prince, I'll tell you that much.
No, he didn't.
No, he did look like royalty, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turned out he was an oligarch, so we didn't want to get on the wrong side of him. But that was really cute. That was really nice having drinks. Yeah. Then went down onto the beach. The caipirinhas begin. It was just amazing.
It was amazing. So we're going mental. We're having loads of drinks. We meet up with everyone that we could possibly
ever
meet.
Met.
Yeah. We get on the beach and you have to hanker down, don't you? You have to find like your position.
A spot, like put out those nice little thin kind of towels with the Brazilian flag, whatever. You can rent chairs for a couple of quid for the evening, which was great. And then they had little waiters on the beach that were kind of associated with each stand, I guess, that would come over and serve you caipirinhas, whatever. I will say, I've felt the entire time so much safer than everybody loves to say that it is here. And I'm not disputing the fact that people have had stuff stolen, whatever, like that is horrid. I was in Brazil for a month in 2016 and nothing bad happened to me. And so
really? You didn't get anything stolen?
No.
Wow.
Once in a hostel, but that was nothing to do with being in Brazil.
No, yeah.
As in, like, it wasn't
That's
Brazilians.
Just like someone nicking something from a hotel, yeah.
So I think I've always taken it with a bit of a pinch of salt in terms of, you know, like, I feel as safe here as I do in London. I think I'm more likely to get my phone snatched standing on the street side in London nowadays than I am.
Oh, on Oxford Street,
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
So as long as you've got your wits about you in terms of not like flinging your phone about and advertising the fact that you had any level of wealth in terms of if you had like fancy necklaces on or watches, like you have common sense, but I feel
I had to
really
be more
okay
vigilant
here.
just in general because I mean, even in
you
London,
just throw your phone on
I
the floor
just
in
throw my
clubs.
bag in the middle of the club and hope for the best.
Because Chris or I will always pick it up.
Exactly. So we hanker down in our position.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, basically, up until midnight, you are just having a giggle and having drinks, aren't you? For like hours with your friends. Obviously, progressively getting more and more loose.
Also, you guys don't really see it, fortunately for Ash, because we don't let it be known to the world. But post 2 a.m., Ash develops grayscale on her face. And it's almost like we don't really understand what it is, but it's always her beat will be absolutely gorgeous at the start of the night. And then there's this sweet spot between, I would say, 1:50 and 2:40.
It's past like 3 a.m. I enter rigor mortis.
But it's also like a 5 o'clock shadow. Like it's almost like you need to shave. Like it's just grey.
No, but basically,
it's not from snogging or anything. Like
no.
When Chris isn't about.
I wish it was.
I wish it was.
It's not that. But we've also done a social experiment here.
Yes.
And I've been wearing a lot of no makeup, which is
actually, a lot of no makeup.
A lot of no makeup.
Been wearing no makeup.
I've been wearing no makeup.
I've been slapping on loads of non-makeup.
And because I've got my skin to a place finally where I actually feel confident with it.
It's amazing.
And I've not been going grayscale past 3 a.m. So I was like, it must be something about the way my makeup oxidizes after a certain point that it's unusable.
I love that we've got this far as well, because I feel like even 6 months ago, it's just not even a possibility, never mind unheard of, for you to go out without a face on.
I agree.
It's amazing. Like the last couple of nights we've been out for dinners, you've been totally barefaced. I actually think you look better. Not that your makeup doesn't look good. Like your makeup's amazing, but I think you look even better because it's such a flex to be fresh faced and look so tea.
It just feels gorgeous and beachy teased now, which I love.
Yeah.
Maybe that's also a coming of age thing. Maybe 30 isn't so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so.
But the point with that was, then that coupled with when she gets to a certain point, just wants to, particularly when we're on a beach or somewhere earthly, wants to hanker down and become one with the world. But what it means, unfortunately, is that she kind of just like buries herself into the sand. And so there was a point on Copacabana around midnight where you were lying on the towel. Your body was partly on the towel. Your head was completely hankered down in the sand. So you looked like some kind of strange Medusa sand portrait.
Yeah.
Your face turned into Billy Connolly, like it was a full beard. And she was going, it's amazing, I love it.
Do you know what it is? I want to take in the sights, the sounds, my surroundings, the earth.
The silicon dioxide.
Yes, and there was a point where I remember just everyone standing above me from aerial view being like, Ash, there is sand everywhere. There's sand in your head. And I was like this. She was writhing around like she was Kylie in the slow music video. Like it was mental. That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah, and
it was
it didn't quite look like Kylie in the slow music video.
Sadly.
But it was amazing.
Yeah.
It just I feel like if the towel wasn't there, we'd have lost you in the sand. Like luckily the Brazilian flag was underneath. We were like, okay, yeah, she's fine. So anyway, at New Year, everyone's buzzing. The waves, there was a warning that day saying, you cannot go in the waves. They're really dangerous. Bearing in mind, a couple of days before we were fine. Like in the daytime, we were jumping in them. They were mental. It's one of those where it is actually easy to die. Like it sounds like I'm kidding. I'm not.
No.
The wave is bad enough coming forward, but I can't remember what you call it, but like the drag back, the pull.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Yeah, back into the water is what just pulls you under. Like you can see it.
And you were watching all the like local Brazilian lads. Obviously, they have no fear because they're so used to it.
Yeah, let's jump in it.
They're all like diving headfirst into these waves, and you could see they would just.
If you'd had a lot to drink, it would have been over.
I avoided, as in anything, because I knew, as in as much as I was writhing around in the sand, I did know that I was clotted.
Yeah.
So there was a point where like the water was getting up to about here, and I was like, ooh, best not go any further.
And then, because we've been out the night before, I mean, we're doing the day rave the day after, the majority of the group said, brilliant, we've celebrated New Year, we've got some nice photos. It's a white party, so everyone's wearing white. It's a really cute vibe. Obviously, everyone's in amazing spirits. No one was really, like, there weren't people stumbling around plastered. people were bevved and stuff.
Except
but
for
like,
me.
except for you, well, you weren't something around, you were writhing around. Your legs weren't working at that point. And so a lot of them said, right, great, 12:30, really nice. They're playing like local kind of guitar-y music, whatever.
It was really cute. It was almost like, it was very much giving like steel pans.
Yeah,
wasn't
like very
it?
like local vibes. We were like,
Yeah.
brilliant. We couldn't be anywhere else but Brazil right now.
This
That's
really
brilliant.
like cute Brazilian artist who I think is very famous, but I
Yeah.
didn't know him before he
the older
was
fella.
performing. Yeah, the
it was
older
like
man.
a Brazilian Tony Bennett.
Yeah, like
And-
just being like beam, 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 beam on the steel pans. Obviously, I'm like the music has taken me over.
So we said, no, let's stick it out. Me, you, and Chris. We're like, no, let's stick it out for a bit. So the other 7 went
Bear
to
in
their
mind, I
respective
couldn't
homes.
believe that any of our mates wanted to go. It's New Year's Eve.
But a lot of them had been out until like 9 a.m. the day before.
True.
And knew that we had this big circuit rave the next day.
Yeah, fine.
So they were hankering down. We obviously were doing nothing of the sort. And we were like, oh, there's this DJ on at 2. It is 12:30. But like, we're having a nice time. So we then moved spots, kind of gave the chairs back to the fellas.
Yeah.
Walked along the beach, just seeing what was going on. 2 a.m. hits.
No,
Our souls left our body. We didn't know that was coming. We knew there was a DJ playing. That was it. I didn't know that it was Alok. And it turns out actually that I knew a few of his songs. Like he does the Ava Max, like, got the key to my cars, babe. Da, 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 da. Like he's remixed a few famous songs too. Like he's not to us, like he's not a Calvin Harris, David Guetta where we know all his tunes, but he is someone that I had actually heard
I think, guys, I need to set the scene. So it goes from Brazilian Black Rod Stewart playing the steel pans.
Right.
Everyone's like, what an amazing night.
Amazing.
Cute, Portuguese, like music. It's kind of like Brazilian vibes, but hankering down, I'd say.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it genuinely started playing like,
It was like even harder than most Ibiza clubs, the beats.
and then lights,
Like you
strobe.
have never seen.
And we all looked
There
at
could
each
have been
other and
100
went,
strobes that were going all the way to the back of the beach, over 2.5 million people.
me, Jack and Chris are looking at each other going, at what point do we call our mates and say, you've made a grave mistake, come back? Like,
and
this
at what
is
point does
crazy.
our body just go
Yeah,
and just ascend into the sky?
at what point am I levitating?
Totally.
So I was like, okay, what's about to happen? I am flying at this point, by the way. We are so drunk. Like,
Yeah.
we've been drinking from what time?
2 p.m. at the Copacabana Palace, so it was 12 hours.
Right. What the hell?
I
That's
know.
I can't believe I was still moving.
You
I mean,
were,
barely.
really. We were kicking you every so often, and you were just going,
Well, I did have that 1 hour where I hankered in the sand, so I think I needed that. That was
totally
my recharge.
agree. Yeah.
So all of a sudden, this DJ comes on. It's crazy boots. Then the drone show.
Oh my God. I will say, I think I'm a bit of a public spectacle hater. Prior to the New Year's,
Do you even like fireworks, really?
no, I think
What?
fireworks are shit. I just think I don't think that normal people should be allowed to have fireworks. So many things go wrong.
Oh, I
with
agree.
them.
I agree with
They're
that.
horrible for animals, like just having them in your back garden around November 5th, but then also at the start of November and in the middle of November. I just don't think it's on. Like the amount of times that things go wrong, if you angle them in the wrong direction, blah, blah, blah. I'm a bit of a let's tighten the reins on fireworks. But even still, I just feel like once you've seen the best fireworks you've ever seen in your life, until you see better ones,
They're all
shit.
Yeah,
So
fair.
I just think fireworks are a bit meh. Like, okay, cool, you can watch them on like across the Thames at New Year, like on, you know, if you're at a party and you put it on the screen, fine. It's not going to blow my mind. I think I've seen a couple of drone shows before. Again, like,
I used to think drone shows were a friend to know, man.
Well, the fireworks were at midnight and they were amazing. They were really a spectacle. Again, hard to know because we were plastered, but they were very impressive. And they went on for a while across the entire
I think
beach.
they were brilliant.
Also, I've never seen them before. They were hankered in the sea. They were on boats.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
the
that's
boats were
what
there
made
all
it-
day, and we were like, whoa.
That's
are
what
they
made
gonna
it
be?
gorgeous, because they were coming out of the sea.
And then these drones that started by the stage were lit up and just started to like move almost like a flock of birds were migrating across the beach. And bearing in mind, like, as in if we're here on the sand, it was this direction across the water, and it's such a long stretch of beach, so that you just like you're just transfixed in the way that they move. Then they turned into Christ the Redeemer, which we've spoken about, but it's like a big, huge tourist monument on top of one of the mountains here, and it's a big thing people come to Rio.
So, like, biblical teas.
Like it kind of the Brazilian. Forgive me for butchering this, but like more people will know what the Empire State, not Empire State, what's she called? Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty teas.
It's kind of like the Christ Brazilian version of that. Like
Yes.
very iconic. People know what it is. They come to see it from all around. that starts to come out of the sea. So you get Christ's head in his arms with the drones, and then as it keeps going up and up and up, there are more and more drones. But bear in mind, you don't see them come into shape. They're dark until they become a part of his body. So all you see is Christ coming out of the sea. It's quite a religious country.
And at that point, I thought I was seeing God. Yeah, I thought that was like, oh, okay. I'm
chatting to God.
I've drunk one caipirinha too many, and I'm seeing God
now. And I've kicked the bucket.
Yeah, I've died.
It was unbelievable. Then they'd like dilly-dally around. The amazing thing was as well, it wasn't like, you just need to watch the videos online.
It was constant. And then it went Rio. And then it was like a heart. And then it was God.
And the huge speakers. But it was so intricate that the speakers would, like, the drones would move or change colours so that they would boom as if the speakers were booming.
It was amazing.
Amazing. And it just kept going and going and going. The songs were phenomenal. Everyone was in a wonderful spirits. Not to be a nerd about it, but like the sound and the tech setup is probably better than anything ever. It's
any
better
rave
than
I've
any
ever
stage
been
at Glasgow. It's a million times better than like your All Points East and anything in Victoria Park in London.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of festivals, unfortunately, if you aren't standing near the right speakers, the sound is dreadful.
Yeah.
This was every single place on the beach. Didn't matter whether you were near the speaker or not. There were screens that you could see. The laser beams reached 55,000 miles away from the stage. It was technologically the best thing I've ever been
so impressive.
It was amazing.
And then I think it seemed to be like a cultural thing that a lot of people just sit and wait for the sun to come up.
Well, also because there was music the whole time.
Yes, there was music the whole night, so you're just enjoying the whole night. Then even when you start to mellow a bit, it's so gorgeous.
It's just
like,
a vibe.
You're just
and
walking
families
along
were out.
Yeah,
like they were just chilling. The entire family, like grandmas in wheelchairs.
Oh my God, that
and, like,
little gorgeous girl that was just like making sandcastles for ages and then kept showing me them, and then we were high-fiving. It is, I can't like even get my head around the culture of it all. Was
the community of it all as well. It was gorgeous.
So tea.
And they're just like, I think it was the perfect balance because all the vendors on the street had thingies around their necks as if, you know, it was like, it is all pre-approved stuff, but it just felt so comfortable, you know, just like there's so much red tape and stuff in the UK where so much of that couldn't happen, and there's so many rules and regs, and locals would complain and say, I don't want the noise so loud near my flat at 5 a.m. This was just, of course, we're all going to enjoy it and everyone's going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Like, it was absolutely amazing.
It was just tea. And then what even happened after that?
Well, we were just up till about 8, you, me and Chris, went back, napped till the early afternoon, then woke up. We're going to go to this day rave that started at 4. Some of the boys went and messaged us and said, this is absolute hell.
I had to sleep for the entire day, the rest of that day. There was just no way.
So we went to a different club instead until 6 a.m, didn't we? Which is a Meazone.
That's brilliant.
It was a Meazone. It was like a gay party it wasn't on the beach, was it? But it was like,
it was in the bay.
It was in the bay, which was stunning. It was almost like an old warehouse rave. Like you didn't just go in a normal entrance to a club. You went in. It felt a bit like when I was at Basement in New York, you know, like it's quite industrial.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on until you get inside, and then you have to walk down this path outside.
That was really fun. I mean, I was hanging on by a thread. I knew I didn't have that much of the night left in me.
No, so we only lasted till 6.
Did we?
Yeah. And then we went back to our house and we were up to about 9.
Yes, that's really good. And then we woke up, and that's when we were really like, okay, we have completed New Year's. We have very much done New Year's. Then you were going to die. What happened when I woke up? Guys.
So this is the 2nd of Jan, right? We're like, oh my God.
This
year is us. Like, last year wasn't the most amazing year of my life, so I'm ready for this one to be.
I'm seeing all of these whimsical posts. Everyone's like, oh my God, 2025, year of the snake, 2026, year of the horse.
Yeah, shedding the snake.
We're all going to be galloping through life. And I'm like, wow. We have partied for 2 days straight. I've entered rigor mortis.
Multiple times.
I've died multiple times. I've seen God multiple times.
Had epiphanies, took a shot.
Yeah. And then I wake up, bear in mind, time difference is 3 hours.
You'd woken up at 2 p.m.
I woke up at 2 p.m.
UK 5 p.m.
I have 100 messages from my builders back at home. Mind you, the house renovation is still going on. My house has been robbed. Broken into. Actually, it hadn't been robbed.
No. So there's nothing to rob.
Which we later found out, thank God. it got broken into. Imagine I'm seeing this message with one eye open. I just went, I think I won't be dealing with that today.
You did handle it well, Bird.
Yeah. I mean, but the worst thing is I had to call the police, but I couldn't call the police because you cannot physically make a phone call to your police in the UK if you are in Brazil. It just doesn't work. You're not allowed to do that. So I called, it was really funny, bless her. I called the Brazilian police and I went, hey, I wondered if you could transfer me to the UK police. Silence for 30 seconds. What's your name? I went, no. I went, no, please. And then I said, você fala inglês? Please. And then she went, what's your name? And I went, no. Okay. I went, no worries, obrigada. Hung up the phone, burst into tears. I was like, there's just no way I can sort this here. Turns out that while I've been away, somebody stole a lockbox key from outside my house.
Was it the actual key? I thought they just stole the entire lockbox.
They stole the entire lockbox.
Crowbarred the lockbox off the wall.
Which is the way that all of my builders, only a few very trusted builders knew the code to this lockbox. Yeah. And that's the way that they were getting into my house and like doing these works. So my builder got there one fine morning and said, Ash, the lockbox is totally gone. I went, well, I haven't eaten it, have I? I'm in Brazil, so I don't know where the lockbox is. He went, oh, okay, someone's taken it. Obviously, the assumption is someone's completely lobbed the lockbox off to try and get in it. Yeah. They've taken it somewhere and done whatever. Then they crowbarred my back door. Luckily, didn't actually manage to fully get in. So the door was like kind of ajar, and then that was it. And then I think they gave up because they thought they must have been making an absolute mockery of the place.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, that must have been so loud.
But it's just knowing that no one was in because it's still obviously a work site.
Yeah,
so it's not as if they were worried that they might have woken up upstairs, but they wouldn't have woken you up because you clearly weren't living in it.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's brilliant. So that's that. So actually, luckily, I have that situation kind of under control now.
Yeah.
But we really don't know. Now I'm just thinking, do I just move here and stay here forever?
It's a lot safer.
Yeah. Thank God.
Thank God. So all in all, I was going to say Brazil's had our pants down, but not really. The UK's had our pants down whilst we've been in Brazil.
Yeah.
What's new?
Yeah.
But
the
Brazil,
UK always has our pants down.
But Brazil is amazing and it's had our pants down in better ways.
Yeah.
We just love it here and we love Brazilian people.
10 out of 10 would recommend. I think
you've got to do New Year here in your life at some point.
Yeah.
It's only going to get better. Like the drone shows, this celebration of it all. Like it's at its peak and it's only going to peak more. So we love it. Now let's take a break and do some Brazilian Bestie Dictionary.
Amazing!
Welcome back to the Jack and Ash Show. I am the Tulkun.
And I'm the gecko that was in my room this morning.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I kept thinking that he was going to like slither inside Mr. Gecko into my bed. Not into my...
Oh my... You went like...
Not into my sugar balls.
Okay. This is Bestie Dictionary, where we regale you. I love the word regale. I say it every week.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Regale Platt. Go home, Gail. Where we teach you our favourite phrases and things that we can't stop saying. We have a lot that we can't stop saying on this trip. One of them, I don't even know if we... Okay, I'll start it. What do we say at the moment in a particular voice?
At the moment. When
we want to understand the significance of something and we go,
what does this mean, Tonwari?
Okay, so
I will explain.
If anyone is an Avatar head, I realised, so I went to the premiere of Avatar 3, Fire and Ash, in Paris a few weeks ago, and I've always been an Avatar apologist. I love Avatar.
Yes.
But I didn't realise how much I loved it until rewatching 1 and 2 recently ahead of going, and then the third. I said before that I am the Tulkun because the Tulkun, if you haven't seen it, are kind of like the big whale things. They are probably my favourite character of all time in any film ever.
They're amazing.
I think they are just the most gorgeous, like pacifist, beautiful, like, yeah, we'll just go our way. And when we need to save the day, we'll save the day. But we don't really like arguments and ag. They're just
ancient spirit animals.
And like run by the Tulkun mother, who is just an absolute queen and somehow has all these lip piercings. I'm not really sure how she gets them in the sea, but it's not my place to question. And she's just so so tea.
Did you not know there's a tattoo and piercing shop?
Oh, under the sea.
Yeah.
Darling, it's better down where
Yeah,
it's
I
wet.
used to
Take it
work
from
there,
me.
but I got fired. Long
Yeah,
story.
fair enough. As a cleaner.
Yeah.
I can imagine you didn't do a very good job. So we've become a little bit obsessed. You've not even seen Avatar 3 yet.
No, I know.
But
It's actually crazy.
love Avatar, and Ash loves Avatar too, and would have been at the premiere were it not for Chris's birthday that you'd already pre-booked.
Yes.
Which is a bit of a touchy subject because she really wanted to be there, but you know, love is love, even when it's straight. So we're obsessed with quoting the Avatar all the time.
Yeah.
And
we got here. No, we got here and realised that a lot of the trees and foliage here looks exactly like all the like trees in Awa.
It's so Awa coded.
That have the long straggly bits. Yeah. So every time we saw one, we were like, oh my God, I need to go and plug myself in and see if it works. So we kept saying, oh, what does this mean, Tonwari?
But Tonwari is, so Kate Winslet is the mum of the tribe that comes in Way of the Water. They're like the water Na'vi.
Yeah.
Not Jake Sully and his family and the Tyrion.
Which, by the way, when I first found out that, I didn't know for years that was Kate Winslet.
Well, you wouldn't. She doesn't look like her.
Yeah, obviously, it completely threw me. Like, I expected it to be a black baddie just because she has the little accent and stuff. And it's crazy that that's Kate Winslet.
So then Kate Winslet's husband, as it turns out, which I wasn't aware of, is called Tonwari. So Ash kept saying, what does this mean, Tonwari? Because that is one of the lines that Kate Winslet says in the film. I thought Ash was being funny and saying, what does this mean? Don't worry. So all the time when there was something, I was like, oh, no ag, like it's no bother. I thought she was saying, what does this mean? Don't worry.
So Jack kept repeating it back to me, but slightly wrong. And I was like, oh, maybe he's just making his own version of it. And it's the one time in our entire friendship where we actually just weren't on the same page.
Which is crazy.
And then we found it really funny because we were just interchanging between the two.
What does this mean, don't worry?
So
what does this mean, don't
while
worry?
we were absolutely off our class on the beach at Copacabana on New Year's, we were either going, what is this? When the drone came up, we went, what does this mean, don't worry?
And we think it's so funny. And then also when Natiri, the main woman, Zoe Saldana, refers to Jake Sully, played by Sam Worthington, the main guy, she says, my Jake! And we just can't stop saying that to each other because we've completely lost the plot. So we're either saying, what does this mean, don't worry? Or my Jake! So that's one of our best addictions.
So that's a really weird niche one as well.
I'm so obsessed with that
it's
part.
So good.
I want to go back and see it again because I feel like
I need to see number 3. I need to see it when I'm back home.
The visuals on 3 are so iconic. Varang, the new baddie, is basically you. Like, she's so iconic. She's got the most slinky icon. You've seen some of the edits on TikTok already, right? Of the war.
Oh yes.
She's so tea.
She looks
she does like
so
witch magic.
Is she proper evil?
Yeah, but kind of in like such an iconic gay icon baddie way that you're like, she's like, she's sexier than Ursula, but you know, like you can't help but love
like
Ursula because she's so tea.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll go.
Okay, this is so easy. It doesn't even need explanation. I could just
thinking about.
No, I could just do this to you.
Oh, what an amazing night. Right. We can't stop saying, we said it on stories, but we can't stop saying what an amazing night about
Where
things
did that come from?
Well, because we say amazing anyway, don't we? So
what
it
an
must have just been a good night.
night.
But actually, we
oh my God, it came from Children in Need. That's very good.
Guys. And that's not even right. So when we did Children in Need this year, we had a little segment that was actually most of the stuff that we did was us two and Charlie Marlowe, but it was
backstage.
The socials. It was backstage. But there was a bit where we actually went live into the telly night. So Paddy McGuinness says, "Oh, and let's go to our backstage hosts now." And we're chatting to different people. Like Professor Green was there. Yeah. And I had Nathan Sykes from The Wanted and Sam Ryder that I was chatting to. And I said, "Oh, how are you guys feeling?" And they said, It's
so funny if you watch it back now. It's on our pages, so go look at it.
So they say, yeah, it's brilliant, it's special. And I think I was just a deer in headlights.
No, they went, and because basically we got told, we didn't choose for it to be this way. Obviously, we would have had 30 minutes of telly time if we had it our way, but we couldn't. They said, guys, you all literally have 10 seconds each to wrap your parts up.
Not even.
It was like a moving camera. Yeah, not even.
It was 30 seconds the whole segment, but we were in different parts where the camera had to move.
So it moved to Jack, and we literally had, 6 seconds then to say our bit, and then it had to come off you. So everyone was aware of this. So Nathan Sykes goes, how's everyone feeling? And
I
it's
said
so
that.
quick.
And Nathan goes, yeah, it's brilliant.
No,
it's great.
It's really special.
Yeah.
Then
Sam Ryder said something similar.
Really special. And then Jack goes, really special. What a special night.
Did I say special or brilliant?
Yeah,
either way,
brilliant.
I didn't say amazing, but we've interpreted it wrong. So You and Chris found it hilarious watching it back.
It
then
was
they kept
so
going,
funny.
what a special night.
Because nobody said anything, because nobody had any time
Didn't know what to
anything.
say.
Literally. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Everyone's brilliant. What a special night.
But then we have now thought that it was amazing. So all we do is just go, what an amazing night.
But it's even funnier if you say it at like the crack of dawn.
Oh,
so like
when
we
it's
just
not
had
night.
we just had a really nice breakfast, and we just went, what an amazing
But
night.
it's even more that we don't say, it's not about time period, it's about the thing. So like if
Yes.
we've just been, like when Renata made amazing eggs, I'd go, what an amazing night.
Yeah.
Like those eggs are an amazing night. So that's what an amazing night. And then I realised the one that I was going to do for you as a third basic dictionary, I'd literally just said before that.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't bear thinking about. We
Oh.
can't stop saying now, it doesn't bear thinking about. As in just like we said that about the drones as well. About
I've been saying
Oh
it
my
doesn't bear
God.
thinking about for years.
it just
I
doesn't bear
think
thinking about.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh.
bear thinking about.
I don't know what the end, I don't know why it goes a boot.
I don't know.
But it just doesn't bear thinking about.
So basically, anytime just something spectacular.
Anytime
is
it's an amazing
happening.
night,
Yeah.
they're kind of interchangeable. Like, even no, but also we're not when we use "don't worry." It doesn't. We're not actually questioning it. Like all three were interchangeable. When we were looking at the drones, we were going, "What does this mean? Don't worry." What an amazing night. It doesn't even bear thinking about. And it's all just absolute bogwash. And then one of us will just go, Margie!
Yeah. Oh my God. If anyone was watching us at that point, it must have looked crazy boots.
It's not good, is it?
But it's an
But
amazing,
it's an amazing night. It doesn't bear thinking about.
Okay. Shall I go and get Mr. Shea?
Yeah, so it turns out we were going to have Shay and Chris.
And Chris.
This is not a cop-out. Chris actually does exist. But because we've waxed lyrical for so long
Imagine
on
Chris
here,
is actually just Madame
fake.
Tussauds wax
yeah,
figure.
No. Our boyfriend is real.
In it.
But we are going on boogies today for Ashwini's birthday, and we were basically, Ash is one of the drivers, so she was supposed to go and get the car, but obviously we're doing this because we love you, dear readers. So Chris is going to get the
buggy,
be a real man.
which I don't feel great about, because Chris is not a real man. He's a fake man and he can't drive.
Does he have a driving license?
Yeah, he has
Fine.
barely.
Right.
And also, he drives our car, which is an automatic.
Is this a manual?
This is a manual.
Is it only me and you who can drive manuals? Because
well, I just
Shay
said to him,
never
"Are you
has.
sure you're all right doing this?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." And I was like,
yikes.
I
Okay,
mean,
well,
they look like fake cars. They look so funny.
Yeah, there's no one about as well.
It's
so it'll be
it's fine.
So anyway, Shay is going to come in and we're going to do our peaks and pits of the trip. So everyone, this is Shay Durazo, a day with a gay named LA.
Named LA.
Named LA, a day in the life of a gay named
It's
Shay.
a gay in LA. Whoa, wait. A day. It's a day in LA with a gay named Shay.
A day in Rio with a heel named Tio.
Mr. Shay, we've already spoken about your trials and
Debacle.
tribulations of getting here.
Oh my God, visa teas.
Visa teas. Also, it's so funny because Shay did a piece of content that
Oh
he
my
didn't
God.
expect to blow up as much as it did.
Being like, put a finger down if you're meant to be in Brazil, but your visa didn't come
But
through.
you forgot your visa and you
Finger
really
down
want to
if you
be there
missed
right now. And it got
Everyone's ripping me to
The whole of
shreds.
Brazil's basically replied and gone, just stay in LA, we don't want you.
it was really funny because that's the example of something reaching the wrong side of
But
TikTok.
it's so valid. They're all right.
Just them being like, you're so uneducated, why did you not think to get a visa? Like typical American. Like,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Also, like, get a grip. Like, anyone could make that mistake.
He's committed to he's contributed to the local economy. Look at this.
You know, I'm not
Doesn't
gonna
say
lie.
LA.
I thought it was spelled wrong.
Oh, that's how they spell it.
Oh yeah, but teas.
Typical American teas.
Typical American teas. I actually didn't research anything. I didn't come with the right power outlets. I didn't know I needed a visa. I actually thought I was going to Mexico the whole time.
Amazing! That's an amazing
Yeah.
night.
We just love Brazil.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
The people are just on a different vibe here. Like,
I totally
everyone's
agree.
just the happiest person you've ever met.
Yeah. There's no like shade, I feel like. I feel like when you go out, you always see like a group of people that you're like, oh, okay, like, I don't know.
Not
if
being judgy, even though they're just like, oh,
Yes.
Brits. It's like smiley. Like
everyone's just smiley and on teas and ready for a caipirinha.
Oh, I'm ready for a cup.
I'm ready for a country.
I haven't gone one day without drinking before 9 a.m.
Did you have vodka today?
Yeah, I just had one.
This morning, Shay went, I'm going to get a drink.
And
And I went, all right, why? He went, it's your birthday.
Yes, it's
I went,
actually
yes.
good.
There's always reason to celebrate, isn't there?
Did you talk about your life epiphany that you've had at 30 this morning?
Which is
Which is a mental breakdown.
which
Which
is
Yes. Which is that I hate life. Actually, during this pod, I've come to realise that I don't hate life.
That's
Yay!
good. That's
So
Yeah,
I think we've regaled all our stories, and now I'm like, Wow,
Wow,
actually.
what a life.
What a life.
What a life. You get a re-flourishing at 30, or so I've heard. I don't fucking
Yeah.
You're not going to make it to 30.
Yeah.
Shaylin, we want to know your peak and pit so far of this
Ooh,
trip.
Yeah.
Oh my God. My peak is the night out that I don't remember. And I think it was amazing.
Which one was that?
Through the videos of us singing Blackpink. At
Oh
the
my
Brazilian
God, yeah.
Oh
club.
my
This
God.
was the night that we went to when we didn't end up at the circuit party, even though Ash and Chris wanted to go to the circuit.
Yeah.
So bad.
And it was all. Do you know what I find really interesting here? Because obviously we presume Brazil to be the land of like the hips and the dancing and the like,
Yes.
whatever, which in many ways it is like the kissing culture here, at least for the gays. There's a part of Gay Beach, which we've not even spoken about yet, where people just walk
Just say
into
hello.
the sea and they're their way of saying hello is to just snog.
It's to
They'll be like-
kiss.
and they just snog, and it's so hot.
It's
Anyway,
amazing to watch.
It is amazing.
As in
Yeah,
Ben.
yeah, we
Do you
watched
remember
it
Ben?
distance.
Were you here when Ben did that?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
my God.
It's like watching a National Geographic documentary. And
The
we all
tiger,
went.
the apex
It was as if it was being narrated by David Attenborough. We were narrating it from the other side of the sea, going, "Okay, it closes in on its prey,"
Yeah.
and we were watching. It was whimsical. Two gays in the water, like
Amongst a sea of gays.
it was
Being
crazy.
Pummeled
But then-
by waves.
But then,
Yeah.
just waves. And then we cheered, and then at the end of it, he walked over and went, "Did you guys all woo when I got with it?"
Yeah.
Like,
And we're like-
really sorry, that was a bit of a cock block actually.
Sorry.
But it's crazy. But in the club, until a certain time, they don't. Never mind, they don't dance. They don't move. Everyone stands there. They don't even
I
two-step. They
know.
just stand. So there was this club that we were told was quite fun. It was amazing. But up until about 1 or 2 a.m., it was all songs that chart in the UK and US. So it was like a lot of Dua Lipa, Ariana, Gaga,
Blackpink.
Blackpink.
So we obviously knew every word to everything, or at least these two did.
Yeah.
I didn't know a single word.
Keep
Yeah.
going, sweetie, you're doing so
Yeah.
well.
I just waited for the Brazil music to come on,
Yeah,
and I was like,
well, so then we were all like throwing it back, whatever. And then at 2 a.m., they changed DJs to a kind of like an MC. These two drag queens came on who had definitely seen better days, but they were iconic.
yeah.
And they started playing like proper what we expect of Brazilian music,
Yes.
which meant obviously we then took a step back and let the floor just writhe. Like everyone it's like they'd had some kind of IV infusion.
It was
and just
amazing.
popped off.
It was Copacabana IV.
Yeah, I want that for the rest of my days.
Yeah.
So Shay was quite delirious because obviously the day that he landed, we just sent it and then us continued to send it to the point where you don't know this. I said so one of our friends, Ben, had never met Shay before. And I said, obviously Shay's on brilliant form, like you love him. But this is a Shay that I've personally never met before, and I've actually forgotten what Shay is like as a person because it's just been non-stop alcohol, which I'm used to with you, but to this level.
I didn't remember that we went to the club until I checked my camera roll the next morning.
And bear in mind, we are massive Blackpink fans, so I said, "Oh my God!" Like when we were singing along to "Kill This Love," and you went, "That didn't happen."
And it's so funny because the whole night he also looked like he was in despair. But
Yeah.
so I
Yeah,
kept
you guys kept checking in.
being a
You're
good
like,
friend
"You're
was
okay?"
just
And
to
you're
be
like,
like,
"Yeah, Mum,
I
I'm
want
on
to,
team."
I want to make sure that he's not like really wanting to leave this joint.
Right.
So I kept going, by the way, like, you know, like when you're not wanting to be a killjoy.
Yeah.
And I was like, by the way, at any point, like, if you want to go, I'll
Yeah.
literally go with you. You went, I'm a Melvin.
That's it.
And I was like,
There was
what?
a point where his eyes were so closed that I said, "Babe, I'm not trying to prang you out. You don't need them, but if you want my sunglasses at any point, you can buy them." You know what I'm saying?
I was weekend at Bernie's Teas.
Genuine.
Very weekend at
Weekend
Bernie's.
of Bernie Sanders. As in, it was crazy. And I was like, I'm really not trying to freak you out, but I think you might want these
It
more
was
than I do
so
right now."
good. That was,
It's
yes.
perfect.
It was amazing.
I actually don't think I even have a pet from this trip. I think I've never
You
wanted
wouldn't
to
know if it was a pit.
I wouldn't know.
Not been
I actually don't remember anything.
You look so cute in this colour. I really like this
Isn't it?
colour.
It bounces off your
You.
gorgeous
I might get
colours.
something like this
That
today.
would suit you.
Little crop tee.
Really.
You should all get matching ones for your birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's
Oh, yeah,
cute.
we've got matching Hawaii.
We need to go. We need to go out on the town.
Yeah, well, we were saying about Buzios just being like a grid of
Never-ending joy and
Never-ending midnight
splendor.
sun.
Never-ending joy and splendour.
But what are our peaks and pits? What would we say? I think
Um,
peak for us, sorry, cover your ears, but was the drones.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
peak is the drones.
They
Peak
were
is
just life changing. The pit was probably hearing that you'd been crowbarred.
Oh shit.
the pit is my house being robbed.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Fuck. Yeah.
The pit is definitely me being robbed
Yeah.
while I'm on
Well,
holiday.
the
Have
good
a
thing
security
is-
team for Ash.
The good thing, yeah, the good
you
thing
don't
is
have
that
anything to rob. That's the good thing.
yes,
They've broken into the gaff. There's not very much to take because it's all kind of rubble.
Yes.
So that is a positive. Let's spin that.
So
on its
leave
head.
me alone.
Yeah,
Like, go
And if they
go
come
and
back,
rob
we
someone
have
rich.
snipers installed.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we do need to get some.
We'll booby
security
trap the
too.
whole thing.
Yeah.
If anybody knows of any security I can put in my house, please let me
It's
know.
gonna be or the two gays outside with a knife.
Well, that's perfect. Maybe I just hire you lot to rotate.
Innit? Us with a limp wrist outside.
Shay,
Don't
try
you
it,
dare.
girl.
Don't try me.
Shay in sunglasses, one eye open.
We will sing Beauty and the Beast at you.
So yeah,
It's an amazing trip.
It's been amazing, and it's only really getting started. We're getting on buggies today. We've got a gorgeous dinner. But
we're going to a turtle beach to hopefully see
Okay.
turtles in the water.
Thank you to our sponsors, Smirnoff Vodka,
Your
CAIPIRINHAS.
sponsors, yeah. And the entire alcohol budget of the Brazilian government.
Yeah, you are single-handedly
Keeping
propping
them
up the
afloat.
economy.
Totally agree.
I was
Yeah.
happy to do my part.
So everyone shading you can get to fucked because you have
Totally agree.
contributed a lot this week.
Yes, mama.
Hmm.
Mama.
So,
That's us,
And if
over
your
and
Visa
out.
doesn't work, try MasterCard.
oh yeah, that's true. Okay, let's get you to bed, mama. Thank you, everyone. Please don't forget, swipe right and hype if you're on the YouTube app. Tell all your friends the emoji for this week for the Skivers Club.
Oh,
We've
yes.
already done a Brazilian flag before, so let's do what emoji
Is there like a
on your trip
Jesus-y
so
one,
far?
tease?
Oh, the spinny eye one.
Oh, the spin
Well, yes.
to represent Shay this
To
entire
represent
trip.
Shay disintegrating in front of our very
Also, that's me hankering down in the sand. That's quite a lot of
for
things.
Chrismoys. Yeah, I agree.
So this is
Yeah, okay,
spiral,
this whirly, whirly,
spiraling
whirly.
out of control.
And make sure to send this to all
Your
Brazilians. Your grandma. Yeah,
Send this to
grandmas.
all the Brazilians at the gym the
Every
other day
Brazilian
because they're
you
all
know.
sexy.
Yeah, they are. Send this to Asher's robber because
Okay.
we're on to you. Yeah,
Yes.
her Stockholm syndrome tease.
Yeah. Send this to Christ the Redeemer because
Himself,
yeah.
just up on the hill, the
Yeah.
pylon. We've actually lost.
Right, that's it. I'm going.
You
Bye.
all. Next week we will be back in. Well, the
Back
pod
in the
will be
studio.
back in the studios. And I had a moment. I don't know why it was, but I do because I love it. But when we were on Copacabana at New Year's, there was a point while I saw the fireworks go off, and I just thought, I can't wait to tell everyone on the pod about this.
I know.
I love having a pod. So thanks so much for supporting us, and
And
may it
oh
continue.
my God, 2026 is the year that this pod flies.
flops.
No, yes, yes. Let's make it flop. We love you.
Flop Tina Minaj, not Minaj. Flop Tina Aguilera. Cancelled.